Okay, so, as a continuation on Aqua Road's lore, Twisted Aqua Road was an area added in CMS's Spark update, and eventually translated for GMS in the Unleashed update. I'm not sure why, but the map for Twisted Aqua Road included the location of Veritas in a totally different area than normal, to the northeast rather than directly north, even though you never visit it in the Twisted area. Additionally, the gorge is also wider and a bit different from normal Aqua Road. Also, I don't know when this happened, but they removed the ability to even open the map in the area now, but whatever. So, the questline begins with a letter from Nineheart, stating that the Cygnus Knights have discovered an unusual fissure while investigating Aqua Road. He wants you to continue the investigation by yourself for some reason, and meets you in the twisted version of Aquarium. As usual, Nineheart will be snarky while giving you the details of what the Cygnus Knights have already figured out. There are subtle differences between the Aqua Roads, and the monsters here are fiercer. Somehow the Cygnus Knights have upheld a barrier around Twisted Aquarium, so it's safe for the moment. Nineheart also wants you to find out how the place came to be, and why the monsters are behaving differently. You're to aid the researchers that Nineheart has hired to investigate various locations. So the first researcher you'll meet is Principal Researcher Bass, or Bass. It's probably Bass, because he's a marine biologist that will insult both Nineheart and you constantly. And while he studies animals that lives in the sea, he also says he finds them super gross. He'll tell you that there's 4 different research projects going on in the area right now. What he wants you to do is just kill a bunch of monsters around, really. He'll come to the insane conclusion that the behavioral changes of the monsters in the formation of the Twisted Aqua Road are related. What a shocker. He'll also want to study some monster drops, so you're sent to retrieve them. Afterwards, he'll get a report that new monsters have appeared in the area that have never been seen before. And after you get him some more samples, he'll tell you that he has bad news. Someone else requires your assistance, so you'll have to leave him. You'll meet up with Wynn, another one of the researchers heading one of the other 3 projects. She absolutely loves science, and she'll do her damn best to convey to you literally every single time you guys speak. She'll let you know that it's really odd that new monsters keep popping up in the area out of nowhere. She needs help clearing the monsters so she can work in peace, but she'll also say that some of the displaced mobs are destroying the ecosystem. When you clear out some Phantom Watches, it'll have absolutely no effect, which means that something else is going on in the area. She guesses there's a powerful monster in the area, although she doesn't know if it's actually behind all the strange happenings in the area, but she's totally out of ideas. So she wants you to go kill it and bring back something that you can salvage. You'll come across a large narwhal-like whale with a large horn on its head, and as you kill it, it says something like, "Those who dwell on their memories have no chance for a future." And you'll pick up its horn and bring it back to Wynn, who will analyze it and will give you some new details. The creature's name was Charlotte, a surviving member of the royal family from a lost kingdom of Aqua Road. Although clearly not surviving anymore since you killed her, Wynn will figure that it doesn't make sense for Charlotte to have spread evil in her own home, so something else must be going on. Wynn will want to continue deeper into the depths of the Twisted Aqua Road, so she needs you to clear out the area again for her. While you're clearing out the ghosts, you'll grab some of the onyx stones that they drop and bring them back to her, and she'll notice that they're brimming with dark energy. She does a bit of research while you're out, and finds out that there was a massive shipwreck that happened around here centuries ago. Some of the ghosts in the area must be the spirits of these sailors. After you grab some more onyx for Wynn, and she has more time to study it, she discovers that the stones are old enough to be from the era when the Black Mage was around, and that he's possibly involved with this area somehow. She'll have you look around the area more, and you'll come across a giant winged serpent. When you kill it, it says something like, "Those who dare step into the Valley of the Dragons will pay a dire price." And you'll grab one of its wings to take back. Wynn will eventually do enough science bullshit to figure out that the serpent was called Bourbon, and that there's no other creature with wings like it in all of Maple World. She'll also let you know that the master of the creature is actually Arcarium. You and Wynn will make your way deeper into the gorge, clearing the way as you go. Now for some reason, she says she'll meet you at the castle. I don't really understand this part because you guys are literally going to a cave. Like, I don't know if it's like a typo and they meant cave, or if the cave is actually meant to be a castle, but she even says once you get there that you guys are in a damp cave. She'll point you to the direction of the source of the evil energy and have you go in and investigate. When you get there, you'll notice a large purple fish with a weird insignia scarred into its forehead. She'll introduce herself as Louis, or Louis, or Louise, Antoinette V. Elizabeth, the first heir to the throne. As you kill her, she'll say, "My dreams of rebuilding the kingdom, ruin," and you'll grab a couple items for Wynn. She'll study and research all she can before letting you know what's up. Despite what the in-game dialogue says, Wynn tells you that the giant fish you just killed was named Chloe Antoinette Orienne, also one of the Lost Kingdom's nobles, like Charlotte. She also believes that Antoinette was connected to Arcarium, due to his signet scarred on her head, and his minions guarding the cave outside and not attacking her. The experiments Wynn ran on the items Antoinette dropped seem to indicate that Arcarium was controlling her somehow, but she doesn't really know what he was up to down here, or what his goals were. She'll then ask you to report back to Nineheart while she does some more research in the cave. So you go all the way back to Nineheart, and you let him know that Arcarium and the Black Mage are the ones fiddling around with Aqua Road. He'll thank you for your assistance, and say that after he reports to the Empress, they'll try to figure out what Arcarium's up to. And that's it. There's no reward for doing any of this, and it just ends right here without any real conclusion. You never find out what Arcarium's plan was, or how he was doing anything around here. There's no elaboration on this Lost Aqua Road Kingdom, and we don't really know what the deal is with the royal family, or whatever. Overall, for the area, the map layouts are like pretty basic and badly made, up until the Deep Gorge area, which personally I think looks really nice. The spawn is like pretty low and really spread out in the earlier maps also. The questline doesn't give out any rewards of any kind other than EXP, so like not even a medal, or mastery books, or fucking anything. Despite the area being a twisted version of Aqua Road, you only swim in the initial town map, so like the other maps are like normal maps, just underwater. And not surprising, there's like no NPCs from Aquarium anywhere. Also, all the mobs in the area are just basically copy-pasted from other areas with like really small changes, including all the bosses. Personally, I don't think this content is like the greatest. It doesn't really expand on the lore too much, if at all, really. It seems tacked on, which is kind of disappointing. So normally I would like try and figure out what the basis of some of the names are in the area, but I have no idea where the naming scheme comes from for the bosses in this area. It could just be like generic older sounding names, or the only thing that I could like possibly find is Queen Anne of Romania, whose full name is like Anne Antoinette Francois Charlotte Zeta Mas something of Bourbon Parma. I think that's reaching though. It's a little bit too obscure and nothing else really hints at Romania. That pretty much sums up Twisted Aqua Road as far as I can find. If there's anything important that I'm missing, let me know.